Got it. Got it. So I want to say welcome to everyone live on YouTube. I know we're starting a little bit late, but we're here. Um, this week, this week's topic is all about money, how to mind your own fucking business. I'm going to talk about my sponsor, sponsored by A Class Executive, sponsored by Al's Renovations, sponsored by Ashaki Charles Jury, and sponsored by Kandy Sexual Desires. Okay, so welcome KTR, Pussy Fairy, Wira, Jadine, Tamara, Lexi, Maxine. Welcome everyone. Thanks for being here. Anyone want to tell me how your week is so far?
Repeat.
How's your week so far?
Slow.
Yes, not bad. Very good.
Slow.
For everybody in Toronto, how you made it with the storm?
Oh, good. I was indoors, so it didn't bother me much. I'm indoors.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyone else?
That Roswell stinking shit made my trip to the airport where I work become from $20 to $65. Then I had to wait another hour, be late for work, where it dropped to 33, which is still overpriced. Then I had to tip, so 43. Actually, it became $43. So I tipped them too because, driving in that weather, keep the $50. And I'm just like, is it really worth going to work? At the end of the day, I ended up having some really cool clients because of what I do at the airport. And they really tipped me very well. So it was worth the time, worth helping them and worth being at work. You know what I mean? But not that day, the day of the storm. I looked out my window and I said, nah, boss, me not go to work. Sorry, even my Uber people, they text me at 4 a.m. in the morning and they said, sorry, don't call us. My son texted me at 6 a.m. and he's like, Mom, sorry, you're not going nowhere. When I looked out the window, I'm like, yeah, let me call work. I'm not come nowhere because everything looked just like a disaster and they didn't plow nothing. And still now, they never plowed my community's parking lot. So the community neighborhood got together, like 5 of them, mostly Black people, Caribbean, to be honest with you. And they started plowing it themselves, like taking their shovels, putting their own salt because they need to go to work, right? So it's ridiculous. The city is really lapsed.
Yeah, they did. I don't care what they said. It wasn't expecting it and whatever. No. You should have been prepared. For all these years we've been having snow, we should have been prepared. But thanks for sharing. Anyone else?
That was my
Who
day
went to
off.
work?
So.
Was it day off? Okay. Oh yeah, Monday. Rira, where are you right now?
Oh.
He said who you?
Yeah.
Are you there? Is your son by you? Lots of sun?
Yes, today doing nothing. Today I am free.
Okay, nice. So you're off today?
Yeah.
Nice. Welcome. Tammy. So no one had sex during the storm?
Yes.
Oh, sweet. Okay. How was it? Was it like the storm? Was it rough? Was it mild? Was it heavy? Was it at a full stroke?
Oh God. It was fun. It was fun because he went and he shoveled. He shoveled the snow, and then he went and did his cousin's driveway. And there's this old man around here that he does it for every year. So he went, he did it, came back, and he looked so exhausted. He looked so exhausted. So I brought him upstairs, gave him a shot of rum, and yeah.
And you paid him.
Oh, yeah. But then during it, it was like he had, what do you call it? His leg
muscle.
His muscles just kind of tight. He kind of tight. But when you're in the middle of it, right? You really can't stop. And he's like, my leg.
I didn't mean to laugh. I'm sorry.
It was funny. It was funny, but it was funny. But at the same time, it was like it was different. It was different. It was different. Yeah, but we had fun because he didn't go to work. The boss called him and said, "Don't come in."
Yeah, yeah.
So he had the day off. So we did a lot of stuff. We
I like
played
that.
games. We had watched movies. We cooked. So it was fun. We had a
I
fun
like
day.
that. Nice.
Yeah, we had a fun day.
Hi, Butter. Welcome.
Hi, I'm just wrapping up work, then I'll get on camera. You
No
later.
problem, love. No problem. Thanks for being here. Judy, you didn't bowl too? You just relax on your day off?
Judy looks out of it.
Tomorrow, did you go into
I
work?
trying to catch the honey.
Sorry?
I was trying to catch back the honey. But
It's
it was
okay.
cold as ass out there. It froze up.
Yeah.
And it looked like it stopped over at Maxine.
Oh shit. Well, but tomorrow, did you stay in tomorrow or you got caught at work?
It happened to be a day that I work from home. So
Oh,
it was like a normal day. Yeah.
Sweet.
Normal day, normal things. I grew up in this, so
Yeah.
it really didn't affect me. Like I was able to drive outside and everything as normal.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I know for me, who else I have after Sweet Butter after? Pussy, are you able to talk? If Pussy Fairy is able to talk. KTR, are you able to talk?
What you want from me now?
I'm trying to ask your business. You know, I have to come with mind your fucking business, but I'm asking your business. How did you make out chewing the storm? That's what I'm asking.
I was working. I do snow removal and stuff, so I was working. I did
Okay.
30 hours.
Nice.
Sunday
Wow.
to Monday, yeah. Long.
I didn't know that. I had a whole bunch of snow over here, you know. I like how these people advertise after their fast.
We could have had some real jobs for you, KTR.
Oh,
I'm telling you, because I'm summer over here. There was a lot of snow, I tell you.
You say you block up.
I didn't say that today. I didn't say that today. I just said I had snow to shovel. That's all I said.
oh shit. Well, I'll get back into you guys' business in a bit. So, how many people in this chat? Thanks for sharing, Pussy Fairy. How many people in this chat could say that they actually mind their own business, or they actually mind their own fucking business?
I would say that. I would say I do. Yeah, I would say that I do.
So if me and my husband outside in the back and we fighting and stuff, and you see that in front of you,
I'm minding your business.
Exactly.
Would you peep out the window and watch me punch, but he punch me back, or would you just run out to help? What would you do?
I can give an example of that, and I would stay out of it. I would stay out of it. You being my friend, I will probably take your side and talk to you differently, but I wouldn't interfere. And the reason being is that I interfered with somebody when they were going through that, and I literally watched the two of them fight, and was physical, and he was really hurting her. And I couldn't take it anymore. So I called the police because I thought, okay, he's gonna kill this kid. I called the police, and the police came. They went over to them, talked to the people, and they were like, oh no, everything is fine. Everything is fine. We were just playing around and everything. She had bruises and everything, but she's telling the police, oh, this is the way we play. 2 days later, they moved. They moved in the night, and I was kind of worried now because I'm like, holy shit, did I do something to cause this guy to move this girl from a safe area? Now I don't know what's happening now, you know what I mean? So I've learned to, like, it's none of your damn business, mind your own business. So I would not interfere. Again, if it's my friend or somebody I know, I will take you aside and I will talk to you, and then it's up to you. I try not to. When my sister's husband was having an affair, and I went to her and I told her, she told me to mind my own business. So yeah, I mind my own business.
Thanks for sharing. Lexi, you want to say something? Say your hand up.
Yeah, yep. If I'm in the club with somebody's son, mind your fucking business, okay?
I learned that long time. I learned
But
that
at
a
the
long
end of the
time.
day, me not go home with your son. So it's just like, okay, I feel like Toronto is very mixed up.
Yes.
When it comes to those types of things. Like you could just be having fun with a friend or just out like celebrating a girlfriend's birthday and things look to be rangy, but it's in the club, you know what I mean? And you can't just let people have fun. So living divine is something that I kind of live by. So I'm trying to like promote that with my company and everything I do. And even the conversations me and you have had offline, online, after the club, you know, all those types of things, even when you were in the club, you know, these are the types of situations I want to involve myself in because that's real sisterhood, but it's very difficult in this society to have that. I've had a lot of leeches on me because of like maybe connections I have and like I just find that they don't mind their funky business. They go and tell other people the business and whatever may be happening on in the Ray Tay Tay and make it bigger than it's supposed to be.
Yes.
Or like I might mention something that somebody had said to me that why I don't do business with somebody. And like that was meant between me and the person and they carried it to the fucking person, brethren. And then the person is like a manipulator and then went back to their baby mother and did something to them. And then I get blamed for it. So I become the funky business. You know what I mean? And it's like, wow.
Mix up. Welcome to Toronto.
All the time. So I just nip it in the bud. I deal with it. I might cry. I might not. I might punch you in the throat if you stay away from me. Right now it's COVID, so I can only virtually punch you. And like, if you come to my workplace, I'm definitely kicking you. So it's kind of like, it's like a win-lose situation. But anyhow, I'm just saying that's how I feel like people need to just drink their water and mind their business sometimes. Just like let people have fun. And you know, like that's why I love Patrice Roberts, this movement.
Yeah.
Being in this Afro-Caribbean room, I appreciate you, Kandy, for offering this kind of conversation. Yeah, mind your fucking business.
Yeah.
Drink a water, stay in a kana. Like, you know what I mean? It's just kind of like let people live a life because life is so short as we've come to realize.
It is.
And that's all I want to do is enjoy life. I live life. That's what I do. Even with my man right now, there's been like a little bit of turmoil. He said some things to me today, even though he apologized. I don't know how I'm going to receive it. So it's kind of like I want to ask for my space, but I don't know how to say it nicely because the things that were said weren't nice. And despite your apology, and I know that it's real and I know you're going through things, I feel like telling him to drink some water and mind his fucking business and stay in a kana and all them things. You know, that's just how I feel.
Definitely you guys gotta talk about that. Yeah, find a way. Because sometimes if you don't tell a person about their mistakes, they will never know. It's just normal. Fuck it. She had to deal with it. That's how I find it, you know? And it ends on bad terms. But I wish you all the best. But communication, and then we could talk behind the scene. I could put my 5 cents. Again, I am not a professional. It's my experience. I'll put my disclaimer out there ASAP. Again, I have you how to mind your own business. Remember, accept others as they are. Listen without judging, criticizing, or trying to fix others. Take responsibility for you. Don't believe every thought in your head. Practice self-awareness and related posts. You ever see someone put up a post and you going through your own shit and then you think they're coming for you, or the person vice versa, they think you're coming for them. You just put up an innocent post because that's what you want, and that's how you felt. And the person calling you and attacking you because you think you're coming for them. Has it ever happened to anyone? Guilty conscience.
I don't know if it's guilty conscience. I think sometimes if I'm going through something and I don't know what you're going through, and I may say something like write something on Facebook or whatever, it's pertaining to what I'm feeling. And if you're going to feel like I'm coming for you, then I will let you know. I'm not, then you're going to tell me your story. Then yeah, if it's related to, it doesn't necessarily mean that, but you're going to find that it's related to you somehow. It's not intentional, but you're going to read something into it.
I said guilty conscious. Most of the time, that so-called friend is actually talking behind your back. And then you come and put something at the same time, they were actually bashing you behind your back. And they think you found out. So then they start getting all, like trying to back up themselves and defend mode. So that's where I go with that. That happened to me in the past before. And I was clueless of what the person was talking about. And then they start saying some other shit. And I'm like, we don't talk anymore because I don't have time for bullshit. Bullshit don't pay my bills. But I raised this topic because, I know for me personally, when I go outside, I barely wear clothes. Why I barely wear clothes? Because I think I have the body for it. I am contented with who I am. I don't think I should go to a club with fully clothed and be sweating. I hate it. So if I wear mesh, I'm contented. If I decide to walk in the club with Tom, Dick, and Harry every other weekend, that's my fucking business. Not because every man I talk to, or any talking, meaning not like talking fucking, but talking just being around like the guys, I'm fucking. So mind your fucking business. That's just saying, it comes out like that in a good time. Like that was I don't have it. I don't know if it still happens. I don't really care anymore. But that's how people judge. I always judge you how you dress, how you talk, how you walk, who you associate yourself with. I don't really go for the thing is show me your friend, I'll tell you who you are. I don't really go for that. I don't believe in that because not everybody's the same. I may be wrong if anyone wants to pass your words, tell me what you want to say what's on your mind if I'm wrong for saying that. But that's just my opinion. What about the fact is I know the abusive thing is a big topic when people see people being abused or verbally or physically. How do you approach that?
Kandy,
Yes.
Again, I wouldn't.
Kandy, what if, I feel like minding your own business it's kind of like only in the privacy of your own personal spaces. Once you bring your business out into the public, it becomes public. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So as a neighbor seeing someone getting abused, yes, you might watch. Some neighbors might be a little bit more concerned and call police and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Others might even step in and intervene. What I'm saying is, nonetheless, is once your business trickles out into the streets or into the world from your privacy of wherever you're comfortable at, then it becomes the world's business. Now you're subject to opinion.
I disagree. I disagree. Yeah, I disagree.
Honestly, I agree. And then the only way that people can know your actual business, it's like, okay, I have an argument with me and my king. We had a big argument, right? Nobody knew. Nobody knows anything. I decided to go tell someone who I thought will listen to me. Now, she or he did not know anything until I opened my mouth. Once the screaming or the yelling or the conversation is shared with among someone else or somebody overheard, it really does become somebody else's business. How do you deal with it? You could probably call the police, you could probably intervene, you could probably mind your business. But my thing is now, how would you guys deal with a situation like that? Why would you disagree, Maxine?
It's a double-edged sword. Let's put it that way.
Pardon me? I can't hear you anymore.
You can't hear me?
Yeah, now I'm hearing you.
Okay, it's a double-edged sword, You want to help it, then you don't want to help. And sometimes when you do interfere, you end up getting hurt, or the situation escalates beyond once they're out of earsight, like eyesight or earshot, right? Once they leave that situation, say, for example, in a club, and you're going to go and interfere and put in your 2 cents, you might end up losing your life, which a lot of people I know have, gotten hurt that way. Or they may simmer down, but then go home or go somewhere else and it gets worse. You're not there to interfere. So it's not always a good thing. I personally, like I said, I've learned from my experience, I've learned keep my damn mouth shut, my own damn business. They're adults, they'll figure it out. I'm sorry they're going through that, but I am not getting involved. I just wouldn't, because one, you're going to look stupid too sometimes, because here you go. You and your man having an argument. I'm going to go put my 2 cents in. I'm going to be on your side. And 2 2s later, you guys are in a wall, kissing, hugging. I look like an idiot. So therefore, I'll leave you to your business. You're an adult. You should figure out why and what's going on. And is this what you really want to do? Do you want to live like this? At the end of the day, the choice is going to be yours and this person. But for me to
Disagree.
put in my 2 cents, I may make the situation worse or it can make it better. So it's a double-edged sword. Like, where do you, like, there's a line. There's a line, you know?
At-
So,
Can I respond to that? At some point, Maxine,
mhm.
there's a level of I mean, it's a double-edged sword in the sense of we're equal. Men and women are equal, so you have a choice to do what you want to do, right? But to see a man actually physically beating down on a woman, I can't stand for that. So I would definitely step in and intervene and be like, "Yo, brother, chill out, bro. You can't do that. It's not way. Yes, I'm risking my life in the same sense. You know what I'm saying? But to stand there and also watch that is also, in a sense, what do you stand for? Like what at some point is this going to be the new norm? So if I'm allowing a man to stand there and beat a woman, at some point this is going to be the new cool thing. Now nobody says anything, and you get what I'm saying? It's going to become normalized. Is what I'm trying to say.
No,
So
I get you. I get you. I understand that. But I had a friend who interfered and he got stabbed. Okay. He interfered when he saw a woman and a man fighting at the club. He went being, I'm not going to stand around and watch this. Okay. The guy turned around and stabbed him. He died. They're still together. To this day, they're still together. So
yeah,
at some
in what manner was that fight? Was that a fight like a mutual fight, or was
they were arguing because she saw him talking to another girl in the club. So she went over, and being a woman, you're gonna act hype and everything and whatever. And then he grabbed her. They started fighting. He was punching her. And then my friend saw he went over there and he was pulling the guy off. And next minute I know the guy pulled it. That's it. Okay.
Sad.
So it is sad. And like I said, I don't, for me, honestly, because I've had very bad negative experience getting involved in people's relationship or getting involved when I see something is not right. And it's always come down bad on me. So it's like, I love my life. I don't approve. I don't agree with what they're doing. But at the end of the day, as my mom would say, they're big grown ass women and men and women. So they should know. Okay.
So what I will say with that, okay, so you don't want to interfere, you don't want to be a part of it. Call the damn police. If you can't do and you're not strong enough to call the popo, I don't care about the snitch. I will snitch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I will call the popo and let them deal with it. That's what they're being paid for.
Yeah.
Right? And you stay out of that. You just try not to make the police come to your door because they like to come and ask you more questions.
Yes.
But it's like, nope, I'll meet you guys at the station. Do not come to my door. I don't want to be a part of this. But at the end of the day, just call the police, call the right authorities to assist with that situation. That's the best bet.
Yeah,
I will snitch.
Yeah, that happened to me in one of my apartment buildings. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Yeah, so I heard it, and I'm just to be transparent, I'm a domestic violence survivor also. But one of my neighbors, they used to argue and fight with their dude or whatever. But once I heard the baby crying and it literally sounded like he was banging her head on the floor, I called the cops.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, I couldn't deal, I just couldn't do it. So yeah, I will if necessary. And I grew up in a neighborhood where calling the cops was not cool. So I felt like I had to at that point because
sorry guys.
Yeah.
Understood.
So yeah, I was just saying I agree with calling the cops if necessary. If you can't step in, at least have them step in.
I think your story sounds so familiar, Butter. I think we spoke about this before. I am also a survivor.
Yeah.
Been there, done that, and that's what I'm saying. I sit back here. It's like you don't have to get involved, but at least call. But try not to be a part. Let them know who call, because sometimes if that person's actually coming and relying on you as a person, and then they see you actually call the cops on them, things could get worse
Yeah,
for
that's true.
them. Or they could stop talking to you. They could probably take their life without saying anything, and it goes from there. But
Yeah.
yes, I want to say thank you for sharing, brother, because not everybody admits to being in a domestic abuse relationship, or no matter what it is.
Yeah.
And it's about time everybody start talking. But
Yeah,
I would
true.
like everybody, please call 911, call 999, call whatever number wherever you are. Call,
119.
call.
Yeah.
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 Um.
Oh,
What
quick
else?
question. Sorry, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Would you get involved if, say, for example, the situation is between a parent and a child?
Mm.
How far would the parent be going?
Well, physical, verbal, emotional, like, would you step in and like try to fix the situation, like talk and whatever? Like, would you get involved in that? It's not your child.
For me, if the person comes and talk to me and asks for advice, I could listen. But at the end of the day, what if my child is pissing me off and I fuck up my child too? Would I want that person to get involved in me and my child's situation? So it all depends. So if they come and talk to me, the child or the mom or the dad, yeah, I'll intervene. I want to know more. If I keep on hearing that screaming, you little bitch, you fucking slut, you crackhead, you're good for nothing, you're gonna be the sister, oh shit, like damn. And hopefully one day, knowing me, okay, from my luck, someone will always come and tell what's happening without me asking, right? But if that person does the same thing with you guys, talk to them and don't tell them what to do, but tell them how you would do how you would have done it, rather than getting too much, like telling them what to do with your child. And someone on the side. If I to me, I'm most of the time if it's getting really, really bad, you see the child broken hand, broken head, blah blah blah. I mean, I grew up with that. That's normal, right? But the way of things are now, it's stressful. People take out their anger. People take out their anger in their kids or whatever, or being bullies. I mean, that's always sure as in. Hopefully, it doesn't get that far if you can speak to the person instead. But if you actually go in and they will cuss you out, I believe, depending on who the person is, that's a sticky situation. Thank you.
It is sticky, very sticky. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that is sticky. Not like the fucking each other, like mother and father. What if the child fucked up really bad or stole something or got in trouble with the law? I whoop my child's ass too. I know for a fact. You can't come in and butter.
Yeah, I mean, we're different that way. You and I both are different that way. Yeah, we're gonna whoop ass, but something is going on, but you are sworn to secrecy. You really can't say anything. But at the back of your head, you're like, something is going to escalate to a point where you don't. But what do you do?
Okay.
What do you do? Like, you can feel literally that something is going to pop and it's not going to be nice. But at the same time, you really can't say anything to either one of them, because it's like, okay, you can't say anything. I'm taking you to my confidence kind of thing. But every time you see this person, it's like.
So is one individual threatening to take their life or not? Is it that's where it's going right now?
That's where that's where I see it going. But I have spoken to this person more than once, and I've given that person more than a way out more than once. But for whatever reasons, they just can't or won't leave. So I don't know. Like right now, it's to the point where I'm worried.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Yeah. I don't know. Let me get back to you on that. Let me go through my head and go through that. Anyone want to say what they have to say? Welcome, A class. Would anyone here would like to say something? Like to pertain to what Maxine just said? No, Janine, Butter, Pussy, KTR.
I'm sorry, one sec.
Janine, you have a lot to say. What's on your mind? On mute. Hold on.
No,
Yeah, hi.
minding your own business. It's, as everybody is saying, it's a double-headed sword, but you have to really think about what it is, right? I mean, living in the neighborhood, walking down the street, I'm my own business. I see nothing, I don't know nothing, I don't want to know nothing, right? That doesn't mean that if I see something like, I don't know, a child being hurt or whatever, I'm not gonna really like trying to figure out what's going on and how I can help in the best way I can without endangering myself. So
Okay.
that's one, but then I have where I have friends and especially friends that basically turn sisters. I usually am I am the rat, you know what I mean? And I'll always be the rat because if I get to know your man, if I'm your good friend and I get to know your man, the first thing I'm gonna tell him goes, if I see I go and talk. I don't tell you straight. So from you see me, the person is going to know because it's not like I'm going around the corner go tell something. From you see me, I'm going to tell. That's just how I am. I can't be friend or family with somebody because especially family. Family means a lot to me. Ain't nobody gonna fuck around with my family and I see and keep my mouth shut. You gotta find somebody else to keep their mouth shut. So
So
you
are
know.
you saying, are we talking about going outside and seeing your
So
friend
I don't
with
care
someone
if they
else?
say, "Oh, you're gonna hurt their feelings if you tell them." Yeah, when they find out, they're gonna hurt their feelings damn more and probably even worse. Because they probably have more years upon whatever. So if I find out now, why should I make them wait 10 years to find out whatever when I knew that time? I'm telling them now. Now, if they choose to tell me to mind my own business, goes, well, you can't say I didn't tell you. After that, now I become blind. Right? But that's what it is. Um, I am, and I find if I'm out there, if my people's are out there, and you see something, don't get me wrong in it, because people will come and tell you shit and it ain't so, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
when you come and tell me, I'm gonna stick it right there and then go do my investigation, right? So I'm not necessarily calling you a liar or believing you right off the bat, but I'm gonna do my little investigation on the topic what you have brought to me that you're trying to protect me from. And I'm not gonna be mad because you didn't do nothing. No, yeah, I might be pissed if you come and give me wrong information. And then when I found out and it was a whole bunch of shit, then yeah, I'll be pissed. But I mean, if it's the truth, it's the truth. It gonna hurt, but it's still the
Welcome
truth.
there. So if you see you around your son, like, you gonna mind your business, right?
I've been minding my business because I realized all these damn cougars want to fuck off my son. So I just stopped my own damn business. But I ain't
But what would
calling
you
no name.
what would you do in a situation like that? So okay, woman, men, for people who have age, and you have your sons or your daughters, and you see your friend going in, or you know this person for years, not really your friend, probably an acquaintance, and you're backing into your child, what would you guys do? How you guys think you'll deal with that?
Well, if my kid is
One
underage or
careless.
it's more rape, then that's a whole different thing. But you see, when they pass a 25 or something like that, man, grown boy, do your thing. Let mama teach you something new. You gotta find another mama to teach him something new.
Oh goodness. Oh
That's none of my
Lord.
business.
Listen,
It's
as long
called
as they're over
accountability.
19, they're good. Over 19, they're good. Do whatever you want.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I can't teach him everything. Somebody else got to teach him
So
something.
exactly, exactly. So hey, listen, it might as well be my friend because I trust her. So
Mind you, I'm
okay.
kind, I'm kind of, I'm kind of, I'm kind of thin skin with my girls though.
No, well, of course the girls are different, but the girls are different. But if it's my son, as long as he's over 19, okay,
Why
I
is that
will.
though?
What?
Why? Why though? That's unfair.
No,
Shouldn't be
it's not
treated equally?
unfair. It's not
Well, you
unfair.
see,
It's not.
girls, you know what I mean, as with their little innocent and their little pee hole, you know what I mean. They want to keep that for their little
Boys
husband. I mean,
innocent.
the guys them need to strengthen up the muscles in that,
The
so
girls need to
a big
strengthen up their
woman
Wow.
really give them the
muscles.
strength.
The girls need to strengthen up their muscles and know how to squeeze when they're fucking. So talk
Yeah.
more.
No, squeeze,
Why is it good
squeeze.
for the girls and not
No,
the
they
boys
don't
and not
need to
for the
squeeze
girls?
no big
Now I
old
want to be
hood
the
up in
devil's
their vagina.
advocate. That's
They
what.
do not need to squeeze no big old hood up their vagina. They don't need to squeeze it.
Oh,
Go
he
and
can
use
take,
the hot dog.
so he can take all all the old pom pom, loose pom pom, tight pom pom, slack pom pom, and that's normal. That's fucked
Yes,
up.
exercise. And he didn't
Exercise.
go for them. They came to him.
Wow. I guess my
I'm
kids are
sorry.
unequal. Go ahead.
I'm
I'm
sorry.
just
No, I'm just saying I'm sorry.
okay. So you guys know from most of I know most of you guys in the scene and the show and stuff, right? And then Maxine and Jillian Longer, and then some oh shit Tamara, but Tamara's son's still small. Maxine have a son, Jillian have a son. You guys not play around with you guys for long. And then time they get old, I kind of start backing the fuck up. Right? What if I did go ahead and touch your sons?
Was
So
it good?
first and foremost, they're not gonna come and tell me that. Definitely, they're not gonna come and say, "Hey, guess what?"
That is
No,
yours. Mine
no, they're
will.
not going to.
Mine
Not unless
will.
you
Because
come.
Candy was
You
really sweet. I was almost rotting my teeth. You know.
I would have to hear from you. You would have to be the one to come and say, because my sons, there's no way under the sun my son's gonna come and say, "Hey, mom, guess what? I just with your friend." No, it would have to come from you. They're not gonna tell me. They wouldn't tell me. They would not tell me. And I wouldn't want them to. No.
Are you serious?
I would not. No. Why?
I'm
I don't want
weird.
no.
I guess I'm a weird
Hey, can you
one.
hear me?
No.
Yes,
No.
you're hearing you, Claire.
Okay, yeah, I got to connect to my TV, so I have to use my phone to call in.
It's okay. Thanks for being here. You wanna share experience today? Huh? Minding your own business.
Let me listen. I just joined in, so I don't know what's going on
Yeah,
really.
so today's topic for everyone who just coming in, today's topic is how to mind your own fucking business. How far would you go when you see something and pass it straight? When you see something abusive? When you see a homeless person? When you see your best friend wife with someone else and just let it go? How would you guys deal with a situation like that?
Hello?
Ew.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm still trying to connect this. Yo, continue. I'm still trying to connect this.
If you see your best friend, okay, let me change that around. If you see your wife, your best friend, but his wife, but it's not when you see your actual best friend cheating on his wife or on her husband, would you guys say something? No, you guys are not the best friend with that person. Would you say something or just let it go? Because that's your friend who's cheating now. Would you be biased about it?
Nope.
But men keep men's secret.
No. You are the person who's friend with that friend, and your best friend, whether it's male or female, you saw them with someone else cheating. This is not your best friend, wife, or husband. This is your best friend actually cheating, or your good friend cheating on their partner. Seeing that you guys say you would talk because and tell your best friend, but would
Okay.
you tell
I wouldn't.
your
I wouldn't say anything. I'd talk to her.
Okay.
I would talk to her. I would go and ask her what's going on, but I'm not going to say anything to her partner. I wouldn't.
No, I know.
I wouldn't. If it's okay, for example, if it's Judine and her husband, and Judine's husband's cheating, Judine's my friend, and if the husband's cheating on her, I am not going to go to Judine. I'm going to go to him. I'm going to say, like, what the heck? Like, what are you doing? And whatever. I'm not going to go
Don't
to
ever do
Judine.
that. Don't ever do that. You come straight to me. Come straight to me. Tell
You know what?
me.
No, you know
I
why
don't want to.
I
I
would
don't
not
want to
come
miss
to
out
you.
on my cheating. If because if he's cheating, then
No.
I get to cheat. So I want to know.
No, I wouldn't come to you because then it would be like I'm trying to be like making trouble in your marriage. Okay. Maybe what I see is not what it is. Like sometimes our eyes deceive us. So if I see something like that, I'm
Okay,
gonna go to
butter.
him. I'm gonna go to him and talk to him about it. And then if I see him again doing it again, then yeah, I'm gonna come to you and say, yo, listen, this is the second time I've seen your man with somebody. Okay, and that's it. You take it from there. But I'm not gonna just come run to you and say, hey, I saw him talking to somebody. Like sometimes we're talking to somebody and it's mistaken. Like maybe the way the person may touch your shoulder, it's like, oh, they have something. No. So eyes can be deceiving. Eyes are deceiving. So until I know what's going on, I'm not gonna come to you and say, oh, Judine, guess what? What's going on in your marriage? Because I saw blah da da da, right? No, I'm gonna go to him and say, hey, what are you doing? Like, you have a wife at home. Why are you doing this? And if you do it again, I'm going to tell you. Like I said with my sister, okay? And I kept seeing my brother-in-law with this girl, which was a friend of mine, okay? And I kept seeing them together, and it was like, oh, I'm just giving her right here, there, and I never thought of it until I saw them in an intimate situation, and then I went to
He
him.
told you. He told you he was giving her a ride here and there. He was giving her a ride.
Yeah, not
So technically, he didn't lie.
He didn't lie. He was honest. You have to read between the lines.
Okay, can you all hear me?
Yes, dear, we can hear you.
Okay, I have to connect my phone. Hold on, I don't want this
Yeah.
echo. Sorry.
Okay.
Daylight come and you want come home.
Let me see how to take this echo off. Hold on. Is it better?
Yeah.
It's still echo.
No. No more echoing.
Okay, perfect. Yes. So I
What's
kind of have a situation in this topic
Uh-huh.
where this is me. This is me. Um have friends who do dirty by their partner, and it's my um it's my opinion as a friend to talk to that person individually. But as a friend, it's not my opinion to go run my mouth and tell their partner, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a friend who I'm very close to that messes around on his wife. And I've told him several times, like, bro, you can't be doing this, you can't be doing this. But it's like, yo, that's me. I'm like, all right. I don't know if Lexi is, but I think I told you all about the story where
Yeah,
once he
it
had
sounds
told me
familiar. Yeah.
he wanted to use my house, and I'm like, yeah, that's where I crossed the line. I'm like, you cannot use my house, go use somewhere else, but you cannot use my house.
Yeah.
But I would say this though. I did this twice, and I don't think I'm gonna do it again. But I did this twice, where he came to hang around with people that I'm interested in. So I was talking to a lady, and he came to hang around with her friends, and was trying to hit on her friend. Now I had to tell the lady that I was kicking it with, like, yo, I'm sorry, but I got to tell you this. Homeboy's married. Like, I mean, don't go be telling your friend, but try to check her out so your friend is
Yeah.
not trying to talk to him as well. That I try to do, but I don't think I'm gonna do it anymore because I don't think it's my place to do that, especially if I'm not in this like serious relationship with that person.
Yeah.
My ex knew of his situation. The last person I kind of tried to talk to seriously, she knew because there was a friend of hers who he would try to hit on every single time. And I'm like, yo, like, you cannot fuck this shit that I got going on. Like, before she find out, and she's like, yo, why didn't you tell me your boy's, married? So
Mm.
I told the lady that I was talking to, I was like, yo, I just want to let you know, homeboy's married, so check your girl, you know. But I've only done that twice, which is my ex and the most recent person that I talked to a little bit serious. But personally, I've decided, like, look, it's not my business. Like, he can do whatever the fuck he wants to do if, like, it's not my business anymore. So I'm
Yeah.
just gonna play devil's advocate, which if they ask me, I'll talk. If they don't ask me, it's none of my business.
But okay, so imagine you were told that your partner is cheating on you or with someone else or falling with someone else, and you decide to go ask your partner the questions now. What are you expecting to hear, and how would you guys think you'll deal with it?
if someone told me my partner was cheating,
Mm-hmm.
um, I have a conversation. I have a direct conversation with her.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I'm not gonna say who told me, but I'm gonna have a direct conversation. And if she say no, I just gotta be watchful. But I mean, I feel like for somebody to tell you, it means something is going on. So, because but like majority of us, we love blindly. And that's what I was talking about. That's what I was talking about. My boy's wife, like she's loving him blindly, not knowing that homeboy doesn't keep it in his pants. Like he doesn't at all. Like he even just created a different Instagram page because at first he was using Facebook, he was using a different Facebook name, but now he just created a different Instagram page, and it's like I'm not gonna add you on that page because I follow his wife, and you know how Instagram would recommend who you following. So it's like I'm not gonna add you to that Instagram because I don't want to I don't want Instagram recommending that page to her. And she's like, yo, what the fuck is this? So I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
yo, it's your business, bro. I'm like, it's your business. Like, yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
That's a lot of work, though. Why don't you just tell him what he likes, what he's interested in, what he wants? Like
So
that's where I'm going with this right now.
yeah, so his view is this. His view is this. He's from Nigeria. He just moved to the country now. Like, well, he's been in the country over 5+ years. But this is
Okay.
his view. This is his view, which I kind of understand, at the same time I kind of don't understand. He met her when he just moved to the country. He met her then in college, and they got married right away. So to him, and he has paper. Oh, he has paper, by the way. But to him, he said that she's the only person that he got with like ever. So to him, he still want to explore. And I told him, I said, well, why don't you tell her you want to be in an open relationship? It's like, no. It's like, I don't want to be in an open relationship, but I haven't really explored other people except her. So to him, that's his excuse. It's like, he's like, I love her, but I still want to explore. So the exploration part is mostly white girls, if I'm being honest. His
Okay.
wife is black. Yeah, his wife is black, but his exploration side is mostly white girls. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, you do you, man. Like that's not my business, but you do you.
Chua chunkot.
Oh shit. No violence allowed. But I think having a conversation with a person is more like there's a reason why they're going outside. Okay, I understand different people, but sexually they're not satisfied. There's something else, there's something missing.
I just think finding out that and asking them is not exactly the right way to go about it, because one can always lie to you, and especially when they get desperate, knowing that they might have gotten caught, they're
Good
gonna
night,
lie.
classic.
So I would have more go the roundabout way about it. Or from
Such as
in future, I usually run jokes. I ask weird questions and look at everything around what asking that particular question, right?
why
Just
don't you
do
just
my
go into
invest.
the
I just feel like it's already there. You just hadn't noticed it, right? These little simple little things when a man is stepping out on a woman,
or what about
right?
when a
It's
woman is
there.
stepping out on a man?
Well, why I'm sorry for them because it's very hard to to
Now say
predict.
let's say for instance, you're stepping out on your man, right? And classic welcome. So you're stepping out on
Well,
your man.
I don't.
I know I'm just saying, I give you a scenario.
I'm not
Your man
really
find out.
on the stepping out.
No, just saying. Your
Uh,
man find out, or for any females who's listening here, and your man finds out. You guys having a
that you
discussion.
stepping out on
You
them.
might come aggressively, you may not come aggressive, but you guys actually get to talk. Would you tell him exactly what you are missing and then why you're doing it? Would you say, yeah, well, you're not doing this right, or I'm missing
Yeah,
this, or you're doing this? Would you be straightforward? Would you
yeah.
try, and if
I've already
anything,
I already done it because my ex, I when there was
mm,
locking of sex, and I used to say, well, first we used to have sex a lot, and now we're not having it. So I used to say stuff like, well, if you ain't giving it here, you must be giving it somewhere else. Oh no, da, da, da. I said, okay, we'll see, and then we continue to watch. But in the end, when when if I stepped out, I'm gonna tell you, I said I'm going out to have sex. I'm going to find a man. But normally people don't believe me when I say that because they think I come too straight, so they think that I'm lying, but I'm dead serious. So then when they find out, I'm gonna say, "What are you mad about?" Because I've actually did that to my ex-husband. I said, "What are you mad about?" The man that I find out which man I found because I'm sure I told you about it. So you're gonna jump and tell me that I cheated? No, I didn't cheat it. I told you I was gonna do it. So I don't really know how to explain that with most people because usually if I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
Because it has to build
I
up for me.
still
It's not
think
just I just get up and jump in somebody's pants or whatever. You know what I mean? It's a build up. So if you were watching and listening and learning, then you would have known.
I still believe in after a while you guys should still go to the swingers club. Everyone.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm trying to do all of that, but you know, some people are just jealous. They only want on their side and not mine. But that's another story for another day.
What wait, hold on. Classic said fully agree with you, Janine. If you say I go do it, it's
Huh?
in. Classic, tell her what you just said.
Where's classic? What
If you
did he
could
say?
talk. He basically said, if you're gonna say you're gonna go cheat, you're gonna go do it, which means you're not cheating. If you say
Maybe
you're going
not
to
for the
do it,
first
it
maybe
is
not
not
for the
cheating.
first 3 or 4 times when I say it. I didn't find the person.
Oh, so you said after the fact. You little slut. Why is this such a big thing with the man steps outside?
Hmm?
Why is such a big thing if the man steps outside?
Why is it a
For me
big
it is.
thing?
Yeah,
For
why
me it
is it?
is because it's a big thing because I try to talk about everything. I like
Mhm.
to talk. I like to experience different things and I'm not really locked up in a box. So if there's something I don't know and you're willing to show me or teach me or whatever, I'm willing to learn. And I'm kind of one of them old school kind of women, so you know how you take care of your man and shit. So when they go there, it's an insult. It's as if shit, you got all of this and you still want more. So it becomes an insult to me.
I hear ya.
I'm not
You know,
trying to say I'm the greatest of all time, but I'm just saying if you interact with somebody, you love them, and you're open to different things, what you going outside for?
Jadine,
sometimes
you ain't the goat.
What?
I said you ain't a goat.
in
I
a
can't hear.
goat.
Yeah, greatest of all time.
Oh, sometimes when a man cheats has nothing to do with the woman, has nothing to do what you're doing wrong, right, or whatever. Sometimes they cheat because they're lacking something. They're lacking something in themselves. It has sometimes has nothing to do with sex.
Yeah,
Sometimes
but
has
that's
nothing to do
why
with sex.
that's what I was saying when we're talking about opening up to different
Mm-hmm.
things. So yes, he could. Yeah, of course, he's luck or something. But
Mm-hmm.
how come we can't talk about it?
It goes right back to that. Men don't talk.
Yeah,
Whatever. I don't
I
know.
agree.
It's harder.
Well,
Sorry,
I'm
it's
not gonna
harder.
take that excuse because you don't
It's not
talk.
an excuse. It is not an excuse. There's
No, no,
certain
no, no.
things.
I'm saying you say men don't talk, but I'm saying so when they don't have nothing to say, oh, I don't know. I'm not buying that one.
Okay, you do know that. Okay, if a man is having like sexual issues in the bedroom, you're the last person who's gonna come and tell. He's not gonna talk to you, the wife. He's not. He's gonna find
But I'm the
someone else
first
out
one gonna
there.
know that he is though.
Not necessarily. Not
Dale,
necessarily.
ATR and classic A class, Mr. Brown. I want all the men to start talking on that question. Well,
No,
Seriously,
I
it's
agree.
not.
I agree. I agree with that. Well, personally, like I told you all, I've never cheated, and I don't think I ever will. But for me, I know how I kind of combat that. It might be funny to you guys. You guys might think it's crazy, but I tell people that I don't get in a relationship with a lady until one, we already smashed, And two, I know I'm already satisfied with that smashing. So if I'm not sexually compatible with you, we are not getting a relationship. That's just me per se.
That makes
And
sense.
I second that.
Makes sense.
yeah, that's just me. And I think that's the main reason why I've never really cheated, because I've never had a reason to look at another female when I'm in a relationship. I've never had a reason to. Like the lady that I'm with, she gives me everything that I want while I'm in that relationship. She's as open as I am sexually when I'm in the relation when I'm in that relationship. So to me, what's the point? Like that's just me. So a lot of people they knock me for saying that I don't get in a relationship unless I already smash that person. But I'm like, hey, that's how I operate. If you don't want to be in a relationship because of me, because of that, oh well. But that's how I operate. I will never get in a relationship with a lady unless I know that we got a good sexual relationship. Because a lot of people ship because of that. Like they ship mostly because of sex. Like they are looking for something else, or it might not be the lady's fault, but they're just looking for something else. Like the dude I was telling you all about. Like I said, I'm sure his wife is great, but like I said, he's just hunting for something else.
Welcome, Mr. Brown.
Greetings.
Yeah, do you know the topic for tonight?
Not really.
How to mind your own fucking business.
That's the topic for today.
That's the topic for tonight. How could you do it? There's 5 rules. Avoid gossiping. People love gossip. Accept other people as they are. Accept responsibility for your thoughts and feelings. Don't form unnecessary opinions. Question your own emotions. And you guys can add on more. They say, what happens when you mind your own business? Minding your own business presents more learning opportunities. We learn by doing, trying, and facing the consequences of our own actions. When you meddle in other people's business, you are involving yourself in a situation where the outcome doesn't fall on you. So we kind of went into like domestic violence. You see your best friend or your friend's wife with someone else, or your best friend fucking somebody else. What do you do? What do you do with it? Do you walk away? So things like that.
Well, my thing is, I grew up with 4 people. There's a woman child, and they always tell me, speak when spoken to, answer when called.
Mm-hmm.
And with that being said, I don't have a problem.
Andy, you just got into a topic that only that topic I would say something. So domestic violence, I will say something, and the reason is because I'm a mandated reporter. So, like I think I told you guys in Minnesota, I worked as a sexual assault of violence counselor. So for that, I am totally against, totally like 1,000%. For that, I will talk. Like I will tell the guy, the lady, I will talk to them. Like, yo, get out of this shit. But people in domestic violence, they won't listen to you. They won't listen to you. That's one thing I've learned for over the years that I've done, that I've been a mandatory reporter for that, is that they won't listen to you. They would leave, they would go back. It's just a cycle that they used to. They would leave, they would go back. But that's the only exception that I would say something to the person involved. Like, yo, this is not good. You need to get yourself out before you get killed.
With that being said, I've seen many shit. I've seen friends with other people. I've seen girls who think they're the top girl and the only girl in the whole freaking world with this guy. I just mind my business. I don't say nothing. I don't want to get too close to you. I don't want to become your friend. I don't want to exchange numbers because you're not, next week it might be somebody else. I just mind my business. I try to take care of my own business. When it comes to seeing violence and stuff like that, I don't intervene. Again, I said I will call the popo. I'll call the right authority to get it done. Because I have my 5 kids to live for and forward from there. But I'm not gonna say I didn't see anything. I saw it. This is what happened. This is what happened. Exactly. I'm gonna say what happened. What else? According to the song now, I'll drink water and mind my business and hydrate myself and just keep it moving. But lesson learned right now, pick your battles. If you see something that just think about if it happened to you, what would you like someone to do for you? Or bring forth for you to protect you or help you out? Or even
Oh,
help
I've
you
never
out.
been in that situation. Sorry.
All right. So when it comes to your family, if you know what happened to your family, you gotta take action ASAP.
And when it
Tomorrow you
comes to your family, it's different.
no, it's not different. To me, it's supposed to
It,
be equal. If you see shit happening outside, think about if that was happening to your family member or somebody else saw your family member going through that shit without you seeing it. What
okay.
would you want? Would you want someone to walk away, or would you prefer someone just call someone for to help that person out?
I
So
didn't
that's
hear
just
the.
how I look at
I
it.
Yeah, I didn't hear the full statement that you made. So yeah, I agree. I agree with that. I didn't hear the full statement that you made.
What I want
But
for me, I
it's what
would
I
want
want for yeah.
someone else.
Yeah.
Exactly. Just if you guys live like that and stop living in that mindset,
Mm-hmm.
mind your business, yeah, but just stick and keep it going. You're
Mm-hmm.
driving by, I saw a guy beating a girl when I was driving on the main road, and he was giving it to her. Yeah, I called 911, look to see what street I am. I continue driving. I didn't stop. Why am I stopping? To get cut ass too? I ain't nah, you mind my business.
Mm-hmm.
Little things I would do and just keep it going. Police ask me too many questions like, yo, you're wasting fucking time. That's how I speak to them. Let's say the word fucking, but I get it done. And they will let me know, okay, yes, so everything's good now. And that was it. But that's just what I will do. I'm not trying to say be a hero. I want life to live. I just want to enjoy it. But moving on from there, is minding your own business rude? Like,
No,
okay, say more.
more. It's just
I really, I really don't like you.
You told him to say more, so oh
He
goodness.
went spoken to,
Explain.
and so
Explain.
went called.
Elaborate. Tell me more. What? Why did you say no?
I mean, come on now. I'm minding my business. Why would that be rude?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just, I mean, there's no big explanation. I just minding my business. Greg, what happened, Michael? You don't talk much? No.
Yeah.
If I feel to talk, I talk. If I don't feel to talk, I don't talk. But it some people just want to pick your mouth because they just, you know what I mean? They're nosy for no reason. For no reason
What
at
are you
all.
doing?
I ain't see you so long, I did. So what you doing there? Just keeping myself busy and healthy, staying out of trouble. Yeah. So where
Yeah.
you living? I just working for the census fucking bureau. Come on now. I can be, I don't like them kind of thing. I don't like them thing at all, at all, at all. Because if you're not on my phone contact,
Yeah.
me have to give you a whole paragraph about myself and all this stuff. You know what I mean? It has some people on my phone too, and they don't call me for nothing. But the minute they see something post up or some kind of thing, Greg, who's that woman, boy? You have a right to man, no.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Mm-hmm.
like, yeah. So I just got access denied. This year work with that government. Me ain't have time for all that. Me ain't
I
have
got
time
a
for all that.
I got a call recently. Yo, I know you have man, you're a Rasta man. Da, 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 da. I'm like, what? What? Like, what I gotta do with you? Well, I just want to say I'm happy for you. You know, I hope everything go good. But oh God, I didn't even know. I like, why do you need to know? You and I don't even talk like that, so I feel used to. Why should I go and announce like everybody, hey, I have a man and I have a man, I have a man, I have a man, that man mind your business. So at the end of the day, let them talk. And you know,
They're
from when you
talking.
get outside there, any other woman you talk to, you know you're cheating on she immediately, right?
Mm-hmm.
Immediately, they're gonna
Oh,
say,
God.
oh,
I have a circle and they know me very, very well. So, like I
mm-hmm,
said, I am both in it, but I am trouble free. I
mm-hmm.
am very trouble free. I ain't giving up my friends, but you know what I mean? You just have to make time for these kind of things. It have a time to roll and it have a time to fool. And it have, always conduct yourself out there.
Mm-hmm.
I
You
ain't saying I'm
represent
pastor Stewart
yourself
either,
and
but
everyone else.
just
Huh?
saying. I'm a
You say what?
respectable man in the community.
What you
I ain't
say?
no Pastor Stewart, but I'm
Okay,
no Pastor Stewart, but I'm a respectable man in the community.
I hear that.
So you just want to keep it simple now. What is it? KISS. Keep it simple, stupid.
What's it called?
Kiss, KISS.
KISS.
Keep it
Keep
simple,
it
stupid.
simple, stupid.
I actually never knew that.
Never? Oh. I learned that in college. I learned that in
Okay.
college. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all like the road. That's all.
Apparently, it's no new to me. You guys just said, welcome to the club. I have here is mind your own business rude. A similar expression is to mind your own business. And this is something you can directly to the person. Say it directly to the person who is being rude and inquiring about your private and personal matters. Now, these two phrases, it's none of your business and mind your own business, are slightly rude when said directly to a person. I actually disagree with that.
I disagree. I disagree.
That's why I like it. Instead of saying M.Y.O.B, M.Y.O.F.
F.
Simple. I watch you, I smile with you too. You know, I ain't being rude. But how do you respond to the none? How do you respond to that's none of your business?
If someone says that to you,
Yeah, it's none of your business.
I just shrug and walk away. That's it. I'm done. I'm not gonna try and get anything out of you. It's none of my business. None of my business. If you think it's none of my business, then it's none of my business. I'm not gonna. Oh, come on, tell me and keep. No, that's it. And I don't take it rude. I do not take that as an insult or disrespect. It's like, okay, none of your business. Mind your own business. My kids tell me that all the time. Mind your own business, mom. This has nothing to do with you. So
Oh
it's
God.
it's nothing. It's not your business. Okay. It's between me and this person. So it's not your business. Leave it alone. Okay, good. I walk away. I'm done. I'm done. I don't find that rude at all. I just think the person is being very honest with you.
I think they're trying
Nobody
to
tell me
use the
mind my own business. All of
English
this
language.
damn
Sorry, one at a time. Can I hear
Can't
everybody?
hear.
Who's trying to talk right now?
Ladies first.
I was saying, in the English language, there's so many words that, could address certain things. And I guess that's why they would say when you say mind your own business, because most times when people say mind your own business, it's never mind your own business. It's always mind your own business or mind your damn business, right? So it was supposed to be an insult. So if you trying to be kind to somebody, then you use other words instead of actually using those words to tell them to mind their business. I would
Yeah, but
appreciate
if
it
somebody
if
tell
you just
you that,
let me deal with my situation myself, instead of minding your own business.
People
But
it
I
depends.
think it's the whole context of how it comes off, why people take it
People
on.
get
And
offended.
some people are used to the word, just as being a bitch. People be, hey bitch, what's up? Oh, I'm fine. And then you say hey bitch to somebody, to go, what? You see what I'm saying? Contents and how you use it.
It's the tone also, depending on
Yeah.
the tone they use. Because I mean, if I say, you know what, mind your own business, that's not insulting. But if I'm going to say mind your own fucking business, then that's insulting. There's a big difference. There's a big difference.
Okay, so if I'm telling you once, it's okay, I'm okay. No, it's okay, I can deal with it. You still ask it. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
then
yeah.
I
Well,
decide to
then
tell
now
you,
you
hear what?
open it up.
Mind
You
your
open it up
fucking
now.
business.
Yeah, because that's the only way you understand. Because
Is
you
that
were
telling
trying to be
something?
nice about it before, and they weren't getting it. So right there and then, it still becomes an insulting word now because you were trying to be nice about it and they weren't having it.
Okay.
You're on a bacon tool thing, man.
If a man has a lot of female friends or always up in a club with different female friends or acquaintances, is that referring that he's a gallus, he's a womanizer, he this, he that?
No, I don't.
No.
Not to me.
Not necessarily.
No,
Hey, go back
because
and repeat that
You gotta
statement.
know your man, though. You gotta know your man.
well, yeah, for sure you have to know your man, but like
Hold,
okay,
hold,
Can I speak? I put up my
Lexi?
hand.
Yeah, I just saw it.
oh sorry.
I was
Sorry.
waiting for them
Because
to
I don't
answer
think he's a
first.
gallus. He could be very confident.
Mm,
And he could have very well a woman or wife or whatever it may be. He could be very stipulant on how he wants to rule his life. So it's up
I
to
could
you
be in
to
the
want to be
closet
in that
too.
person's life. So to
mhm,
me, just like me, I have lots of male friends.
mhm.
And it's not very accepting of my man right now, but he's going to have to deal with it because my bestest friends in life have been males. And Kandy, you're one of the people who helps me realize as a strong woman how to be better to show up with ladies. So I have a lot of lady friends as well, but I've had lots of lady friends, but you know, sometimes I just dash them as a wee. You know what I mean? And I go to my male friends and I chill with them, like 20 of them, and then they get vexed and, oh, why wasn't I invited? Because you're fucking miserable. At the end of the day, we all have pussy and we all get period. You know, some of us might be going on menopause and whatever. You know, some of us might have lost womb because I even went through that, you know, like where I fought in this system, because I call the medical system here like a prison system in a way. Even though we get it free, it's like they stipulate if you don't have levels of your medical system in this country, you don't get treated right. Like, so I have a job that offers me extra benefits here in Canada. So therefore, I'm available to be afforded certain luxuries that other people don't know are available to them because they don't have always the extra benefit, even though they say that it's universal healthcare. So like with my fibroid surgery and thing, you know, it was like a blessing to have the extra benefit to get the iron infusions. But Mel don't understand about that, Nita, because when them try to sex me and then me bleed, it wasn't that I was on my period, it was that I was having problems with my fibroid. So, you know, like as a woman, I suffered with that for years, 11 years of that. And like, I didn't really have sex all the time, to be honest with you. I really didn't have sex a lot because I was more embarrassed and whatever. So I need males to understand that part, even though, so that's why I need to understand, mind your own fucking business. Go wash your dick because you enjoyed the pussy and you thought it was extra whack. And then afterwards, you want to come try to act embarrassed when you have stained my fucking sheets more times than not. And then the one time I signed this, you know, stain your sheets, you already knew about the circumstance, bitch. So, I mean, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to say, like, we is on that mind your own fucking business. But like us women go through a lot. And it's like, rather than extend like a helping hand to understand that, you kind of shame us. So like now that I've kind of come into this 2022 in a new realm, I want men to understand that not all the time is women on their period when they bleed. It may be that you might have even broke a virginity. You might have even like hit a nerve in them or something. We bleed for different and several reasons. It's not always because you give us pain, eh? I just want you to know that. So mind your fucking business with that. It's just that we naturally have things that happen with us sometime and you need to understand. So it's not always like mind your business, but we will train you or we will make you understand what we're going through if you ask us. Otherwise, mind your fucking business and stop talk to your brethren about what happened in the bedroom.
What kind of worm did you go open up? Can of worm?
What? Who said what? We kill you.
Open the Pandora's box.
Let's see.
I thought that woman was a pilot because she
oh my goodness. No, I understand the pain.
Hold on, Maxine. Hold on. What you said, bro?
Oh,
I thought the young lady was a pilot because she talking plain.
What you saying, Neil? Oh, Lexi. He said he thought you were he thought you were a pilot because you're talking plane.
I was gonna say, Lexi,
Hey, I am a pilot, not Somali though, from Jamaica for Roswell and Canada. All
Le-
right.
Lexi, I was gonna say, when I bleed, mind your fucking business. I'm joking. I'm
Nah,
joking.
see, Deo, you know what? I want to mind my fucking business, but at the end of the day, I don't want to. I want to know what happened to that sugar mama that really wanted you. Anyhow, you can tell me what you need to because this is the topic today, but I just felt it was appropriate.
There, wait a minute. Mind your fucking business.
Yeah, but just remember it have an answer back. It have an answer back. Like so tonight now she drink punching and talking she business. Sweet God. Oh God.
How to
Yo.
fucking business. Me personally, I know you said, Lexi, that your man had to just get used to it with you doing with your male friend. But he have a choice. He can say, fuck you and your male friends. I gone. I can't deal with it. Now, my thing is, when I'm with my person, I don't want to give up his female friends. Because I am not giving up my male friends. The only male friends I'm gonna give up, to be honest, is the one who's still trying to fuck me. The flirty ones, the one who like to flirt, the ones who like to touch, the one that touch up your shoulder, rub their hand, jump on your ass. Yeah, that's the one I will get rid of. And let you know, hey, this is a time now here where we can't be flirting anymore. That totally.
So who's the one you're keeping?
Huh?
I have
Who's the
something.
one you're keeping?
And the ones I will keep is the ones where we really just friends. We never fuck. We ain't fucking. Yeah, your woman, yeah, your man, or whatever they have going on, and we good. Once we have an understanding where
Let
I
me
one of
tell
the
you
boys,
something, Mr.
I can
Kandy.
work with that. Continue. I listen.
I have something. I have
Kandy.
something to add to this, though. I have something to add to this. Because my ex, like, she's from Chicago, and she, being from here, she definitely, she knows a lot of people more than I do. And I have an issue with you having male friends. Now, where I have issue is, okay, I'll tell you, like, a few times we would go out, and she says they are male friends after I question her after the fact, but she won't introduce me to them. Like that, I have a problem. Like if we go out and your male friends come to you, give you a hug, are standing out there, and it's like, yo, if the friends introduce me, like I'm right
Yeah.
there. Yeah, that I do have an issue, and that I've questioned a few times. Like, yo, like who was that guy? And it's like, oh, it's the guy that I went to college with. That's just a friend of mine. I'm like, well, you could have introduced me. I don't have a problem with you now. With you introducing me. I have a problem when you don't introduce me because then I feel like something is going on, something that's gone on. You don't want me to know, and that's why you don't want to introduce me.
Totally understand.
Understandable.
That part is understandable. That's very Bismarcky-ish, Oh, you say he's just a friend, but he's in your dorm room fucking you, I get that part, but like, let me tell you about me, Dio. Me and my best friend have been best friends for over 28 years now. He's been there before most of these men, and he's been there after most of these guys. And he's been my son's godfather. So if he hugs me in the club, you have to understand. And if you don't understand, then you shouldn't be part of my life because that person is more like my family than anything. Because I'm sure, yes, back in the days, and maybe in the back of his brain, he might want to have to fuck me because most men feel that that's what a best friend that has been your friend for that many years. However, if he's going to outlast you guys when I turn 50, there is a pact with me and him. Even if it's not sexual, our bond is so deep that I will marry that motherfucker. We will live a great life together as best friends. And we might even have sex at 50 years old, but we haven't had sex now.
Will you introduce that person to your partner?
Yeah.
I have every time. He's my son's godfather. He has a relationship with my mother when my father was alive. These people are now in heaven. He's been there for both funerals.
Okay.
There's a difference with relationship.
If you introduce, that's the difference. If you introduce, that's the
there's
difference.
a difference.
Yeah.
And even when I lost a daughter, this is where it comes into real reflection. When that man wasn't there for me, that best friend was there for me with my mother. Only them two I carry her over to the next world with me. So nobody will ever take the place of that best friend because he's been there with me through everything. And he's probably seen my pokey in the most compromising of positions when I was losing a child, but he didn't penetrate the pokey because I chose early in our relationship due to the fact that I knew our bond was that great. I didn't want to ever lose it.
Yeah.
I friend zoned him and he stayed. So if before I even had my baby at 16, he was my friend. And you know how he became my friend? Through a friend of mine who loved him so much. She sent me to him at Toonie Tuesday at Sheridan Mall to meet him for her because I was always the bait. That's what I was. I was used as the bait, the light-skinned bait girl to get the guys' attention to send them on to another girl in my troop. And this is what I'm trying to tell you. Things are difficult sometimes. But I love that girlfriend so much. I would do anything for her because she was also my protection. See, me being the mouthpiece that I was and as elaborate as I was, she allowed that to be me. But she was a Tivoli-born woman. And she taught me so much about my life and I appreciated her so much. But she would box anybody. Woman, child, mother, granny. If you disrespected Lexi, so like, I would do anything for her. So of course I'd grab an attention, even if I liked the guy too. So like, we just became friends because he dated my friend, like it was by bullying. But at the end of the day, he's my best friend by experience, by life, by having children together at the same time. So it's a different relationship. And like, if a guy can't understand that, like as much as I love them, I will never give up that best friend. He's been there. Like he knows my family. He's my son's like I said to you, godfather. And like my son looks up to him. Like he's just like, wow, this man just keeps building on his life. So my son looks up to him and like keeps elevating his life because of this man. So having a male, my son's father died when he was 13. So 2013. And that was really rough. And this is a man that stepped into the place to be a man role model. I don't need necessarily another father figure because there's a male that has a good role in his life to represent. So people have to understand that when they come in my life. That's just how I feel. And if they can't, then it's unfortunate. I might love you, but like, I'll have to let you go because I'm not going to let go of that person ever. I'm not going to lie to you neither. I'm not going to let go of that person. He's just been there thick and thin. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's always a selective group of female, a selective group of males that everyone would like that new partner, that new person in their life to meet. It's always a selective selection. You're not going to do it everyone. And I know personally, I can walk into a club or walk into an event. There's more males will be approaching me than females. Some of them probably might be in their own feelings, yeah. But you know what? That's the one like, yeah, we're not moving that way. And eventually, but the ones who I really keep to my heart is the one I'll be really introducing. Even that person who's like a cunt and still trying to get you, I'll introduce them to my guy. Like, hey, this so and so. I might hit my guy, hey, so and so, and tell me little information behind the scene, right? But at the end of the day, but the real ones, who's truly my male friends, who have tried and never got through and they're just chilling, yeah, that's, and got my back. Once you got my back and you were there through thick and thin, that is a true friend, no matter what. That is male or female. But then again, you have some girlfriends, then you kind of leave them home because they always try to meet with these other male friends to fuck with them. You don't want that. You don't want to hear Tom, Dick, and Harry, your good brethren fucking with the girlfriend, and you know that she's a tramp because she want to fuck on the whole place. Or or you have the opposite with all the guys trying to fuck on all the girls. So you have to pick and choose who you have in your life and keep it moving. It's 10 o'clock now, so I'm going to end the show on YouTube. And then we're going to go into revealing questions as a group. and we can go from there. So to everyone on YouTube, I want to say good night. Thank you for tuning in to Mind Your Own Fucking Business. I am not a professional, but I talk by experience. I'm going to reach out to my sponsor, sponsored by A-Class Executive, sponsored by Al's Renovations, sponsored by Ashaki Charles Jewelry, and also sponsored by Kandy's Sexual Desires. Till then, meet you guys again next week, Wednesday, same time, same place. Love you all. Thanks for being here. And for Zoom, please stay tuned.